Alright, our first game in this video, New York Giants at home against the Baltimore Ravens. Plus 16 spread for the Giants and negative 16. This is the biggest I've seen really this year. This is at DraftKings. We got 43 points total for the over and under, and we're looking at 13.8 points per game on offense for the Giants. Last 4 games, 22.8 on defense. 25 for the Ravens offense, 24.8 on defense. Total expected points for the offense is average is 38.8, defense 47.5, and our simulations show 43, so that's right at the current um, over and under total at DraftKings. Passing yards per game, 172 is all for the Giants offense. 202 though on defense. They've been playing pretty good against the pass on defense. 220 on offense for the Ravens and 229 on defense, which they've also got a little better here. Rushing yards per attempt, 4.8 for the Giants offense, 4.4 on defense, 5.4 on Ravens offense, which is one of the best in the league. 3.8 on defense. Points per play, 1.2 on offense for the Giants. 2.6 on defense, 2.6 points per play on offense for the Ravens, 3.1 on the Ravens defense, and the Giants 1.2 on offense is tied for worst in the league last 4 games. Our total expected points is negative 9.3 and plus 6. That would only give us a negative 9.9 or negative 10 spread for the Ravens. That's a definite bet for the Giants, and our point differential would only give us a negative 12.6 or negative 12.5. And that would also be a 3.5 margin with that one. And that would also be a bet towards the Giants. And I've seen a lot of sharps leaning on the Giants for this game with that crazy spread. I wouldn't mind just adding them in my 6-point teasers in round robin, or around the world, as I like to say, with my other 6-point teasers, because that would bring it up to plus 22, especially at home. If we scroll over to game cards, 34.2% chance for the Giants to win in our simulations of offense and defense. The last 4 game stats, 65.8% chance for the Ravens to win, -4 spread only for the Ravens. That is another bet for the Giants offense. All the cards are pretty much green for the Ravens though, except turnovers. So we'll see if the Ravens can not give up a lot of turnovers in this game like they have lately, with fumbling as Derrick Henry doesn't normally do, and Lamar Jackson not throwing the ball to the other team. That's it for this game. Our next game is the New Orleans Saints at home against the Washington Commanders. Plus 7.5 spread at DraftKings, -7.5 for the Commanders as a favorite, 44 total points. And you're looking at 20.8 offensive points per game in the last 4 for the Saints, 15.8 on defense. Defense has been playing really well since Dennis Allen got fired, but the offense isn't scoring a lot of points, and Derek Carr will not be playing as the quarterback. 28.3 for the Commanders offense, 26.8 on defense for the Commanders. Passing yards per game, 228 for the 8. Yeah, I think 8. 228 or 226 for the Saints offense, 261 for the defense, though. One of the worst in the league there. 204 for the Commanders offense, 207 on defense. And then rushing yards per attempt, 4.7 for the Saints offense. Alvin Kamara and Hill both running the ball well for this team. 4.8 on defense for the Saints. 4.4 on offense, rushing yards per attempt for the Commanders. 3.9 on defense, points per play. 2.1 for the Saints offense, 2 for the Saints defense. Then you've got 2.5 for the offense for the Commanders, 3.1 for the defense, though. And if we look at the expected points for defense only, this is where both teams are really struggling. -5.2 for the Saints defense and -4 for the offense or for the defense for the Commanders. Both offenses are above average when it comes to expected points. 5.1 total expected points though for the Saints, and 3.2 is all for the Commanders. That would leave you to a -1.9 spread or a -2-point spread. Oh, that would be a bet towards the Saints, but you gotta remember a lot of this new spread has to do with Derek Carr not playing. And then because look at point differential still is -6.3, negative, or you can round either way, -6, -6.5 towards the Commanders, and that would be a no bet. And if we scroll over here to game cards, our simulations last 4 games, offense defense stats has 59.4% chance for the Saints to win, 40.6% for the Commanders, -3 spread towards the Saints, that would be a bet. But as we talked about with total expected points, it's because Derek Carr is currently not playing, and who knows how backup quarterbacks will be. So I'm going to probably stay away from this game. But we got total points 46 for this game, which is just 2 above what they have it set on at DraftKings of 44. And our game cards are all over the place, even the important ones. I mean, your points per play, expected points, yards per play, turnovers, total expected points, point differential are all flipping one way or the other. And this just tells me it is a toss up of what's going to happen. But a lot of these stats have to do with Derek Carr. So it does really matter how the backup is playing. And the Commanders offense still hasn't been playing that great, though. But they will be in Dome in New Orleans, but it is hard to play there just because of the sound and getting the plays to your team or changing the plays at the offensive line. Anyways, I'm staying away from this one with the backup quarterback, and I don't want anything to do with that -7.5 spread towards the Commanders since they've been struggling lately too. But those are my 2 games in this video. My name is Jordy. You've been watching Betman Sports Betting, and I'll see you in the next video.